Hello, everyone. Welcome here. Let's go ahead and load in real quick. Today, we're going to be murdering the rat. AKA Scurrius. Let's see. Do I need to do anything to my inventory? I don't think so. I should get some strength potions, but we don't need them necessarily. Okay. Make a super attack. And in we go. Surprised he hasn't done his special yet. There we go. Wonder how high up the ceiling is. If it takes that long for debris to fall down. Rock sewers must be farther underground than you would think. Here come the little shots. Okay. Yeah, missed one. We'll get him later. And now he's later. There. I misclicked and missed the bar. Oh well. Okay. He's been phased. Just a prayer, just too busy clicking on things. Man, the rat bone weapon is so good. Okay, let's get this guy killed quickly before I run out of prayer. And we'll deal with the rats later. Hitting, there we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and eat. And then we'll go recharge our prayer. Up top. And I'll come back down and do it again. We didn't have to eat during that fight. And I gained a prayer potion that I don't actually need. I'm gonna have to go visit the GE soon and get rid of those. Or, you know, renote them. that was 91 KC. I had 50 at the end of last night's stream, then I got the rest afterwards. I did finally get my Curious Spine on kill 74 for a 1 in 30 drop. Well, 133 it is actually. That was a little bit painful. Damn it, I clicked off a second too early. Damn it. Missed one. The reason why I'm missing one is a pain is because as long as you attack rat to rat to rat, it is no attack delay. Whereas if you accidentally click Scarius in between there, you get an attack delay. Stop missing, damn it. He's just about phased. Okay, he's phased. Hopefully he summons rats again, because those guys are worth a lot of XP. It's kind of funny. It used to be, before I got this rat bone weapon, that I was very much, I hope he doesn't summon rats, because those suck and slow the kill down. And now, as soon as I have the rat bone weapon, it's like, I hope he summons rats, because that gets so much more XP. Complete change in how I look at the fight. I thought this was a 5-minute counter. Alright, anyway. So I'm no longer using food, except somewhat rarely. And he drops enough food that I've been keeping up with it. And I haven't been using prayer potions in a long time. So at this point I'm profiting supplies. Except for the super attacks, which I use periodically. And the strength potions I buy occasionally. As long as I don't screw up, I don't generally have to eat much. It's actually been a good 10 plus kills since I've been to the Warriors Guild to resupply. the only resupplying I've done is going up top to refill my prayer. Let's leave that on for now. Right. Set the 2 super attack. I should have set the super attack before I came in, but I forgot. Here come the rats. Bad. At 150, he enters the final phase where he goes stands in the middle. Yeah. Read that up. I might have to eat a piece of food here. Okay, he's phased. Yeah, I better eat. Getting a little risky. Alright. I'm not gonna eat much though, because next kill we can eat out of the food pile. I've been cutting my prayer really close. I probably should use ultimate strength a little less. Or maybe try to flick it a little better, or flick it at all. Okay. The cash stack is growing gratifyingly. This is my time. There we go. I think I turned that off here a bit too early. Get rid of that damn rat. There I really need to go do, what do I call it? Permanent Isles, so I can get a helm if it is not. I think I'd be fully capable of doing that at this point without too much trouble. But right now I'm still wearing the party hat for a helmet, which is very fashion correct, but also not terribly statistically useful. So I'm being a little greedy here. I should eat, but kill it in that. Adamant arrows, that's crap. Gonna eat from the food pile and then leave. It would have been fine if I hadn't eaten at all there, but using that tuna was less risky. And I don't want to have to go pick my death pile up from outside the scurriest instance. That would be annoying. We'll keep the adamant arrows for now. I'm probably going to drop them, but I have dropped several other adamant arrow. Yeah, see, I would have 130 if I'd kept all the adamant arrow drops I would have gotten. But it's not really a big deal to keep them or not. I'm unlikely to use them for anything anytime soon, so I'm probably going to end up selling them at a general store. But I don't need the inventory space right now. So it's fine to just keep them in inventory until I'm ready to sell them. Actually, getting 3 max hits when I use ultimate strength. Basically, whatever it says my max hit is up there, it's actually 10 higher than that. This weapon has a special mechanic where it automatically max hits 10 more against rats. Look at that bastard, he walked underneath that. Okay. reason I'm making sure to kill the rats right away is because I want more of them to spawn if at all possible. Because they massively boost my XP rate. Missed a couple of prayers there and took a bunch of damage I didn't have to take. That's annoying. Probably have to eat some food. I probably should go to resupply soon anyway. Because I'd like to have a strength potion or two on me. And I can easily buy normal strength potions when the warrior's killed. They give me a max hit or two, which isn't that big of a deal, but it adds up. I'm gonna go ahead and eat the trout and a potato. I got at least two more kills before I can eat from the food pile anyway, so there's no point trying to save it. It's gonna take a little longer to resupply than normal than it was yesterday because I gotta go deal with these prayer potions. I'm just straight up not gonna bring any prayer potions with me going forward. Stop making move around. I could focus a little bit. I'm trying to click ultimate strength. Damn, that was the wrong prayer. Okay, there's mage prayer. I don't know why I clicked range for that, or mage for that. The last damn rat. That's the time. Okay, let's stop trying to be fancy. He's almost phased anyway. Okay, he's phased. Okay, we're still good. Bastard's almost dead. Okay, 1 minute. 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 1 min more good hit. One more hit. There we go. Super strength potion. Hell yeah. Okay. That'll go really well with the next dose of super attack. I wish there was a place I could buy super strength potions. Because they're pretty nice. I could make them. I think I have the levels and everything I need. I have the materials and everything. This is just a looting bag and I'll probably get them out. I could make a whole bunch of doses. And next time I have a strong reason to death pile, I'll probably go ahead and do it. Let's see, we're +6 attack. Yeah, it's probably worth dosing up again. We'll take the super strength and... Okay, so we're at 16 max hit. The super strength gets us to 20 max hit. Which is pretty nuts. And if you pray ultimate strength... We got 22. Okay. It's already gone down to 19 instead of 20 though. Okay. There's no reason to be too greedy, really. Not trying for world record speed or anything here. Not that we would get it in this gear anyway. Back here, you stupid rat. Stop missing. Why do I even use a super attack on you anyway? You're just gonna keep missing. One more KC maybe and we'll level. Move! Honestly. 21 law runes, okay. Sure, why not? And we'll go ahead and eat from the food pile. Okay, that gets to 97 KC. Means we're still pretty dry on spines. I think it was 99 would be the point where I should have, yeah, 99 would be the point I should have 3 spines. I have 1. So we are 2 KC away from being twice rate on the second spine. On the other hand, I've gotten so many medium clues out of this thing. I think I'm still significantly overrate on those. Medium clues are a 1 in 25, and I've gotten 8 of them so far. Just gonna go ahead and drink my last super attack. I want to go resupply after this, purely because I want more potions. I don't really need the food or anything, but... Too late. Move! Where to go? Yeah, I didn't click the melee prayer in time. I could take late. Defense 65. Combat level 86. Nice. We're getting levels fairly quickly. I want to get to at least 70 and everything. So far I'm 69 everything except defense. Oh, he's phased already. I didn't notice. Easy game. There's a shark, which I didn't really need. Anyway, I'm gonna eat a potato, and then let's go up top and sell these arrows to the general store. And then we have to go over to the what do I call it? The Grand Exchange. I'm not going to bother to refill my prayer there at the Barak Church, because we can do that in the POH on the way to the Warriors Guild. Okay, get a few pennies from those. Then we go to the GE, we note all these prayer potions. Okay, lovely. And then off Do the POH. While we hit up the altar. Got a little bit of prayer restore, and then to the Warriors Guild to buy food and potions. Well, to buy food and unnote potions. I'm also going to buy some strength potions, I guess, so technically that's true as well. Let's buy 4 strength potions. Build them up to the regulation amount, and then go ahead and get a matching number of super attacks. Okay, that should keep us filled up on potions for quite a while. I'm debating if I want to go to Brimhaven and buy better quality food. I think I'm gonna. It'll only take 1 world hop to basically fill my inventory up. Yeah. Anyway, these potions should last for a good long time. I might have to make a trip to buy more food at some point, but we'll see. If Scurry drops food occasionally, we'll be fine. Okay. This is one of the best easy access food. Well, easy access. High healing food sources available. At any level. Once I get higher fishing and cooking levels, fishing for minnows to get noted sharks will be a far better way to get food. Because I'll just be able to unnote and cook sharks whenever I need them. But that's going to take a few levels. Okay. 5. Can't actually buy 5 because I don't have the many in stock. This food is significantly more expensive than buying potatoes in the Warriors Guild. But it is much better food. Okay. And back to that. Actually, I'm going to store the Dragon Scimitar. Because I'm no longer using it for this fight. And I think I'm going to store the Rune Pickaxe as well. Make a bit of space in the old inventory. I don't need the spade either. Okay. I was carrying that. Well, screw it. I'll carry it until I need space and I'll drop it. I was carrying it because I would occasionally get a clue scroll and it's easier to carry it than have to go get a new one. But anyway. Okay, now off to Varrock to go kill more rat. Okay. Freakadosa super attack. Freakadosa strength potion. And in we go. So a normal strength potion only gets us 2 max hit. However, only 2 max hit is still pretty decent. It will deteriorate to only 1 max hit soon, but you can't have everything. Go out for protect from melee first when I saw him start moving, instead of going to turn off the strength boost. He's phased already? Holy crap. Okay. Must have dropped coins. To recharge our prayer. Not sure how much this guy drops in raw coins. Looks like we've got 30k total. Suppose I could change the mode so it'd show it per kill. I doubt it's much. His valuable drops are definitely the alchables. The rune stuff mostly. Okay. We're still at 18 max hit. I'm not going to eat any food yet because we are eligible to eat from the food pile. Okay. You might notice that occasionally the XP numbers are blue. That indicates that the number is boosted by prayer. Damn it. Okay. It's a helpful little indicator for if I try to flick the prayers. It tells me if I'm doing it right or wrong. I'm not really trying to flick most of the time, but occasionally when he's not doing much, I'll try a little bit. It's much easier flicking the protection prayers. And even then, I don't try to flick the melee one. Okay, he's good in phase. After this fight, we leave from the pile. Money. Complete from the pile, and then we restore our prayer. Let's alch this rune square shield. I don't actually know how much good this is doing. It's got some defense bonuses on it, which I guess is occasionally handy. If I...
40 frames, so it's all. Joshua, 40 raid done. Careful, she's gonna spread measles. Who had measles?
If I went and got a defender, that would be useful. I don't feel like doing the defender grind right now, though. Pain in the butt. And also, it'd be a real problem to store it. So I wouldn't be able to. I could, however, go for the rune defender. Not today. Maybe later. But if I go if I go for the rune defender at some point, that would give me another... What I really need to do is in a day or two go get the rune defender and the helm of Nada's Knot. That'd probably give me a max hit or two. Not terribly important right now. It would also give me more accuracy bonus and stuff, which would also be handy. There we go. About phased. Had to run prayer for a second there. Okay, now I should be phased. Ranging potion, not even worth picking up. And we took negligible damage there. 101 KC. Alright, so recharge our prayer upstairs. And then it's time for 102. Yeah, we're flying through the levels. Okay. I don't think it's worth repotting yet. Damn it. Easy faster about that. I really need to just count his attack, or count how many times he eats. Because then I can know exactly when he's going to move. They might shut that off. It's a split second kill. But I'm smart, that's why. Okay, he's phased. hit. Chaos runes. Don't mind if I do. Those will be an onyx someday. Someday in the far distant future, probably, but someday. As long as I don't kill screw up next kill, I won't need to eat. I did take a good bit of damage that kill. Yeah. Anyway. Back down we go. And it's probably worth repotting. Not like I have a shortage of them. It might be worth... I don't think I have any free slots available for... what do I call it? For weight reducing clothing. Okay. He's at half health already. He's only eaten once. Of course, it doesn't help that we're not hitting. Hit the damn thing. There we go. He's phased. The final phase is in many ways the easiest because it doesn't eat constantly and he doesn't try to melee you. So he's constantly dropping stuff from the ceiling, but he's constantly sending rats, but neither of those are a big problem for that one weapon. The ceiling never was a problem. And he tends to attack with the same attack style over and over and over again. Green chain body. So eat from the pile. And then off we go to refuel. Let's get a run back up. How many chaos runes have I gotten here so far? 800 and some. Okay, that's not too bad. Not exactly incredible, but a few is nice. Okay. Back into the pit. The rat pit. Rat pits are actually completely dead content. Oh yeah, that's right. I can't use this weapon against imps. It's a little weird that they don't let you use the weapon just with reduced stats or something. Probably easier to do it this way. Okay. Let's not repot this time, we'll be fine. Stop hitting zeros, damn it. Damn it, I clicked right beside the prayer instead of on it. I would have been on time if I had actually clicked it. Stop missing. Okay, he's phased. More chaos runes? Sure, don't mind if I do. There's 104 KC. So we started the stream at 90 KC. Not too bad. I think I was getting like 35, 40k an hour, something like that at Nightmare Zone, using overloads. And we're getting about 50k here. So, we could be doing better if I spent less time running after supplies. But I don't have to use prayer potions either. So, small price to pay. Slightly lower XP rate, so I don't have to waste all my prayer potions. I'll take it. Missed it. Missed it again, because I'm skilled. He's at half health, more or less. Get off that damn tile. Ah. Why you don't trust the game's pathfinding? Oh well. As long as we don't do that again, we won't have to eat. He's about phased, so. Okay, he's phased for sure now. We better eat. Maybe need to move that dumb caliper. Running my hand in that. Making it hard to reach the edge of the mouse pad. Yeah, rune medium helm. Sure, why not? Alright, next kill we'll be able to eat from the food pile. Let's hold off on eating any more. No. Triangle sandwich. I mean, I guess it's food, so sure, why not? Not very much food, so we'll just go ahead and eat it now. Don't want it clogging up my inventory with low value food. Okay. I don't think we need to repot for the next KC. Yeah, we're good. I should also go train prayer. If I could get 60 prayer and then go do the night training ground, that would help immensely. Down to half health. He's phased. Okay, a few more good hits. More good hit. There we go. Rune full health. Sure, why not? Probably should have waited on eating from the food pile, but yeah. Anyway, 106 KC. And I think we should pot up after this one. Or before this one. Okay. In we go. Ah, missed one. There we go. Okay. He's at about halfway. If we hit decent amounts, like that, Okay. 2 good hits, no phase. That's hits, please. Okay, he should be phased. More good hit. There we go. A prayer potion I don't need. I mean, I won't turn down prayer potion doses, but... a 4-dose prayer potion is actually worth almost 10k nowadays. Just kinda nuts. I should go see if I have any Renars and stuff on my main. Make some for sale. That or sell my personal stash and make more later when I need them. Problem is if the price goes up again, then yeah, whatever. Oh. I don't think we need to pot up. Step. But at that time. And that time. That time. Means I probably hit it all the intervening times as well, but if those were actual misses, can't tell. Go. Okay. One more hit. Ooh, okay, one more hit. There we go, he's phased. We got some pretty beefy hits there. that. 65 death runes. Yeah, that's nice. More valuable than chaos runes anyway. Oh, I was like, where'd my death runes go? They went into the rune pouch. Okay. Running up to refill prayer every time is a bit annoying, but it's saving me so many resources that it's well worth it. It probably wasn't really worth it back when I was doing kills with the Dragon Scimitar. Those kills were so much slower and I made so many more mistakes that I had to go refill on what do I call it? Refilling supplies all the time anyway. Number one source of damage for me. Not putting melee prey back on fast enough after he finishes eating. Okay. One good hit and we phased him. There we go. Fast kill. Surprised there isn't a speed task for scurry. And we got another Thorla unnecessary prayer pot. Okay. I could eat, but I'm not low enough in health that I feel the need to do that. Well, that's 109 KC. One more and we'll have 20 since we started stream. And I still don't have another spine. I'm over double rate on a second spine. I'm not sure what I would do with a second spine though. It would be a little tempting to make a bone bow out of it. But also I could just turn in for XP. I don't know. Okay, I don't think I need to repot this kill. Oh. that was a little late too. Yeah, turn that on and leave it on. Don't just turn it off again immediately. Okay. 66 defense. Nice. Three more levels to the truly nice level. Damn it. Okay, we're definitely got deep in the pile after this kill. It's kind of a little game of chance there where you walk underneath the pile at the exact moment that it's falling when you're trying to run around and beat the shit out of those guys. Okay, he phased. More good hit. Chaos runes. Sure, why not? Okay. 110 KC. I wonder what the wiki dry calc says about that. Let's see, number of kills 110, chance of drop 33, number of drops obtained thus far is 1. I would have an 84.96% chance of getting more than 1 drop. Okay. Not catastrophically dry yet, but it's definitely hopefully this is soaking up all my bad luck, so when I go do something that's actually a painful grind that I'm not doing for XP mostly, it will, good luck there. That's how RNG works, right? Right? It's kind of funny looking for a second there. Hitting 31s is very satisfying. And if I had a super strength, I'd be able to hit even higher. If I went and got Helmed Mage's Knot and a defender, even just a rune defender, I'd be able to hit even higher. Nice. Phased him. Stop making me switch prayers, damn it. That was a fast fight. Adamant plate body? Sure, why not? Not terribly valuable, but it's alchable. A little bit of cash. Okay. 111 scurry kills. Which is otherwise described as lots. I'm not sure what level I should actually go for and everything. I'm going for at least 70 on everything. I might just go all the way to like 75 or so. There's no way I'm staying to 80. Well, there's a very small way I would stay all the way to 80 on everything. But probably not. It would be very nice to have 80 melees though. Damn it. I spotted that problem a moment too late. Oh well. We'll be fine. If I don't make any more mistakes this kill or next kill, I can just eat from the pile. I don't even have to use food. Couple good hits and we'll phase him. Hit him, piece of shit. Ooh, that was a good one. One more actual hit. Ranging potion, not even worth picking up. Alright. If we do the next kill without mistakes, we can just eat from the food pile and be good. Or without any major mistakes. I'm gonna go ahead and eat the potato with cheese, though. And we should probably pot up the next kill. Actually, Curious has not dropped any food. Which usually his food drops are kind of crap anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But if he did drop some food, we would be a lot better off in that department. Stop it. We've only eaten one piece of the food we bought. It's not that big of a deal. This. Stop missing, damn it. If you keep missing, we're not going to kill the rat. Ooh, ow. Okay, let's stop using ultimate strength for now. Save my prayer points for what actually really matters. Namely, keeping us alive. Damn it, I was slow on that again. Okay, he's been phased. Okay, rat's dead. Rare potion, sure, why not? Let's go eat. And out we go. For some reason I thought the food pile timer was 5 minutes, but it's actually 10. Anyway, that was 113 KC. Nice. I forgot to pot up before that kill, didn't I? Oh well. Not a big deal. So far we profited 12 prayer doses since the last time I resupplied. I'm not sure why, but The kill count, well, I do know exactly why. I'm not sure why it hasn't been fixed at some point. But the kill count displayed by the loot tracker is wrong. In this case, it's wrong by exactly 8. And the reason for that is because clues drop on a different tile than the rest of the loot from Scurrius. Which means if I get a clue drop, actually longbones do too, but the one time I got a longbone drop, it dropped with a clue, so that didn't matter. So it thinks that the clues dropped from a separate Scurrius kill than the rest of the loot. The loot tracker kind of needs to be patched so that it properly recognizes which kill the loot came from. Because I definitely don't have 121 KC. I only have 113. Do the other ratbone weapons have collection logs, or do they have collection logs at all? Let's see. Scurrius. Oh, only the spine has a collection log. Okay. The only collection log item I'm missing from this guy is the pet. Which... yeah, right. The pet's a 1 in 5,000. We'd either have to be insanely lucky, or I would have to be just insane to get that. I don't care about any pet that much. Down to half health. I might just phase him right here. Indeed we do. Good hits. And there we go, and he's dead. Rune medium helm. Money. We are about as close to 1 million as you can get without actually having 1 million. Made a good bit of money here. Just from alking crap. The loot tracker says we made 1.13 million here. I think the loot tracker always goes off GE value. I might be able to change that if I really cared to. High elk. Sure, why not? Too bad I can't set to show both price types. That would be nice. So on high alch value, it made a bit less than $1 million. But that's not the actual value because some of this stuff is... we did not alch it. I'm going to change it to show GE value because that's more reflective of what things are actually worth. Admittedly not worth to me, but... it's a bigger number. Bigger number makes happy. Anyway, back into the sewers. I don't think I need to pot up. Nah. Stop missing, damn it. Holy crap, how many times can I miss in a row? Get off that. Damn, I was clicking on the tile instead beside it. The damn rat walked me onto the tile and then I didn't click off it fast enough. Sometimes it's impossible to click off it in time, but that time it was definitely possible. Okay, we took a bunch of damage because I screwed that kill up a lot. So, I'm pretty sure we're not going to have to eat. We should phase him here in a couple hits. More good hit. That's not a good hit. That's a good hit. We're definitely going to have to eat from the food pile this time. One more good hit. And he dropped coins. And there we go. 115 scurry. That was a very scuffed kill, but we didn't have to eat because of good timing. Hello, Treebeard. That actually gets us to 25 Scurrius killed so far today. Which 25 Scurrius was actually how many Scurrius I killed during the entirety of last stream. We're only 2 hours into this stream. So relative to last time, we are zooming. The old bone mace is making a huge difference. And I definitely could do even better if I went and got a few upgrades that I really should be getting. For example, well, actually what all could I upgrade right now relatively easily? I could get the Helm of Nature's Knot. Well, really any helmet at all would be better than the red party hat, but red party hat's peak fashion. So it's probably only worth changing out for the Helm of Nature's Knot. I could go get a defender instead of the dragon square shield. I'd probably just get the rune defender because I don't feel like doing the dragon defender grind right now. Because I'm not ready to store the dragon defender. There's a stash unit you can go into, but I would need to get a bunch of other stuff I don't want to get right now. And I could go get Barrow's gloves. Although that would be a series of boss fights I'm not entirely sure I'm ready for. I think I could probably do them. Anyway, let's pot up and go kill this thing. Stop hitting zeros, damn it. Yeah, I'm missing the timing. A few times where I'm pretty sure I nailed the timing and hit a 0. Okay, there we hit it. There, I missed it. There, I hit it. I hit it. Okay. Man, I love killing those things like that. Just bam, 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 one after another. Oh. Damn it, I didn't see that one had a... Okay, that was entirely my fault. Skill issuing it up. Hello, survey. We are indeed taking care of our ox rat problem. Okay, we phased him. Oh, I missed the... Alright, well that was a very scuffed kill. Oh, I'm gonna have to eat some food, aren't I? I don't know what it is, my mouse is acting weird all of a sudden. Well, here, while I'm thinking about it, let's fix another little problem here. And stick the calipers someplace else. So I have that side of my mouse pad a little more free to move on. Not why I had them over there anyway. Alright. Go restore our prayer upstairs. Okay. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and eat the shark. Okay. We do not need to pot up for this kill. Off the tile. It's always really annoying when you nail the timing on a prayer flick and miss. That's one reason why it'd be very nice to get another 3 prayer levels so I can go get piety. Because piety is a very powerful combination of both the accuracy and the strength prayers. Also the defense prayer, but nobody cares about that one. Hit him. There we go. Yeah, he's about half health. Okay, now he's half health. Okay. He's been phased. Wow. He hardly got to summon rats during that. We could wait a few seconds and eat from the food pile, but I don't think we need to. We have enough health right now. We'll save it for later. Anyway, 117 KC. And we got a rune battle axe dog. Don't mind if I do. Next kill we need to pot up. I'm actually running through those potions pretty fast. I have to go get more soon. We still have hardly eaten any of the food we brought though. So if we do got resupply, it'll be purely for potions. Oh yeah, that's right. Kill the rat boy. Boo! There we go. Alright. Too slow on that. Okay, he's been phased. I was going to say that we didn't need to eat this time, but I missed a couple prayers in a row and got eaten by the little rats. So I think we actually do have to go and consume. Okay. That's 4 fresh prayer potions. Back up to the surface to refill our prayer. It was 118 KC. We're getting close to level 67 defense. So unlike the other skills, I'm not going to stop at 69 defense. I'm just going to go straight to 70. And then we're going to switch over to... We'll probably just switch over to strength next and get that to 70 and then just get everything to 70. Defense is not terribly important, but having reasonable defense is good because you get hit less and basically you're punished less for screw-ups. Depending on the boss. Some bosses don't care about your defense. In particular, high defense is good for doing things like Slayer, where you might not be praying against the enemy at all, depending on what level the enemy is. Or in cases like where you're doing Dagonoth Kings, where there's a whole bunch of enemies there who just are there to make you miserable. Aside from the ones you're actually fighting. Like you can pray against the attacks of the main opponents, but you can't pray against the attacks of the little shits that are just there to make it so that you can't. Basically, little shits are just there to make you take damage. But the higher your defense, the less likely you are to take damage, and therefore. Hit or two and we'll phase his ass. There we go. It's always messy trying to hit the rats without gathered around Scurious. It's so easy to click on Scurious instead, and if you do that, then you lose your cool super fast kill on the rats because you incur an attack delay. Okay. 119. Oh, Soapstalker. Rats, indeed. Although, less rats now. We're decreasing the rat population of Varrock. One gigantic bastard at a time. Go into the manhole, you idiot. Okay. We should pot up for this kill. Okay. We got to go buy more potions soon. Couple more kills, probably. Probably about 3, maybe 4. Is this some kind of event? Nope. This boss has a XP multiplier on him. So, not only do you do a lot of damage to him, because he is easier to hit than a lot of enemies. See, combat XP in RuneScape is based entirely on how much damage you do. You do X number of hit points of damage, you get X amount of XP. So the ideal training enemy is one that has a ton of HP and very low defenses, so you can hit him a lot. And ideally hit him for a lot. So Scurious has a good amount of HP, he has relatively low defenses, and then he also has an XP multiplier, which very few enemies do, which gives more than the standard amount of XP for a given amount of HP damage done. And then just to add to the amazingness, he drops a item that can be used to make a special weapon that does 10 more damage than normal, maximum, to rats, including him. So yeah, he's basically an XP pinata. And also he's got relatively easy, but still... Damn it, I screwed that up big time. Let's eat. He's got mechanics to him that are sort of similar to mechanics other bosses in the game use, but they're a little more forgiving. So he's a really good boss for learning how to fight bosses in RuneScape, basically. Damn it, Okay, well we gotta eat twice though. I screwed that up big time. We got crushed by falling debris while I was killing rats. Okay. A super strength potion. Don't mind if I do. And that was 120 Scurious KC, which means we've killed Scurious 30 times tonight. Yeah, I'm getting about 50k. A little more, a little less, mostly a little more. And that's with running up here to refill prayer at the church here every single time, which slows me down a little bit. Not burning those big bones is not worth it. They're like 15 XP or something to bury. I think it's 15 XP for a big bone. So they're not worth the time it would take to pick up. I have much faster things like... Basically, the amount of time I'm wasted doing that, I could do something much more effective. And get better, much better returns. Okay. I should go get 3 more prayer levels though. Because if I got 3 more prayer levels, I could go do night train. I could go. I'd have to do at least 1 quest, and then I could do night training ground. And that would get me access to a piety prayer, which would significantly improve my melee abilities. Hit the damn rat. Okay. Oh yeah, another thing that makes this fight good for XP is the little rats always die to 1 hit. Doesn't matter what you hit them with. You never miss, and they die to 1 hit. And you get full value for their full HP in XP. And if you use a rat bone weapon, which I am, then there's no attack delay between each hit you do to them. So you can just click, 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 and they all die. Which means you get a ton of XP out of the deal. It's not really that much, but it's all very quickly done. Means technically the more rats he summons, the more XP I get per hour. Okay, we phased him. This is the final phase. trying to kill the rats as fast as possible so he has more chances to spawn more of them. Law runes, okay. Don't mind if I do. Yes, I can eat from the pile. Let's do that now. We're low enough HP that it's worth it. Okay. Yeah, let's go restore our prayer again. 121. Yeah, so the loot Scurrius drops is nothing too special. It depends on how good you are at doing the boss. If you're just learning the boss, you'll probably lose money doing it because of the cost of the supplies you're using. But the better you are at it, and the less supplies you use, the less screw-ups you make, the better you are at conserving your prayer and HP. The more value you get out of it. Eating from a rat food pile? Yep. Every 10 minutes you can eat from the pile and get a full heal. Let's not think about what's in those piles. I need to pot up. I think I'm gonna use the super strength. Yeah. Okay. That gets the max hit of 20, which is not bad. And we get 22 if we use the ultimate strength prayer. Except actually not. Because the real value is that value plus 10. Because the rat bone weapon does 10 more than the standard listed maximum damage. Like right now, I have a chance to hit up to 29 with every hit. Doesn't happen very often, because the way damage is calculated, it checks to see if you hit, then it rolls a number between 0 and your maximum hit, and that's how much you hit for. Except if you hit 0, then it converts it to a 1. Hello, Crane. How goes the rat? Really well when I'm not screwing up the prayers. We're at 121 KC. Which means I've done 31 on today's stream. I did some this morning when I first woke up. I murdered like 10 or 15 of them. It was so easy with this setup. Okay, some wall runes. Let's go refill our prayer. Any more spines? Nope. Only the one I got at 74. So, actually, let's just go enter our new numbers into the dry calc. Let's see, we're at 122, 33% chance of drop. Or not 33%, 1 in 33. One drop thus far. The wiki says a national emergency has been declared in your drop log. 88.72% chance of getting more than one. One out of the 4 I should have. Yep. I'm willing to bet that I am very slowly becoming unwet, shall we say, for blue scrolls. Let's check, actually. Okay, they're a 1 in 25, and I have 8 of them. No, it still says I have a higher water percent than a watermelon. I have an 88.31% chance to have gotten less clue scrolls than I've gotten out of this guy. I would happily trade clue scrolls for spines, to be perfectly honest. But alas, not how that works. I'm not sure why it is, but this game just loves shoveling clue scrolls at me. I think it can smell that I don't like them. Get off the dock. Hit a 29, that's pretty nice. Yeah, screw it, I'm not going to try to afflict ultimate strength here. Oops, don't turn that off. That would be bad. Okay. Oh, damn it. Okay, that was entirely my fault. At this point, it's not too big of a deal if I take damage, because I gotta go resupply some anyway. I should probably go resupply either after this kill or after the next kill. Yeah, there's level 6 to 7 defense. Not because I'm out of food or anything, because I'm not. Because I'm almost out of potions. Hit the bastard. Okay, he's dead. Rune full health. Nice. Now I have 1 dose of regular strength. Down to +7s, which isn't terrible, but... If it wasn't for the fact that I'd have to eat if I was going to do another fight, I would stay and do at least 1 more. And then go resupply, but I think it's a good opportunity to go resupply. I alked the stupid potion, which has an alk value of peanuts. I meant to alk the rune helm. There we go. That was a wasted nature rune. I don't remember how much the spines are, because the only time I ever turned spines in for XP was during leagues, and they were worth a lot more than that. I'd have to look it up. Alright, let's see. Let's go to Ferox, and then from Ferox, we'll stash these Chaos Runes. Oh wait, no, before we go to Ferox, I gotta go to the G and note these prayer potions. I haven't used a single dose of prayer potion since I got this mace. 5k combat or 3.5k prayer? Honestly, I'd just dump them into prayer every time. It's kind of tempting if I get a second spine to make the bow, but I'm 72 ranged. I don't really know if I need a whole lot of range training right now. It probably wouldn't hurt. Yeah, anyway. Ferox. I'll put the Chaos Runes away. And also to refill my HP. Okay. Go ahead and refuel. And then we go to the Warriors Guild, where we'll do a bit of potion unnoting and potion purchasing. Maybe we'll buy some strength potions, non-note some super combat, or not super combats, super attacks. I kind of wish I'd thought to make super strength potions before I did this. But alas, I did not. Okay, how many potions should I make? Let's do 4. What I did last time. Okay. What's the XP per hour at? It's about 50k, looks like. That's with going up to the surface to refill prayer every single kill. And such like. Okay, we don't need prayer potions. Let's see. Actually, I think I did 3 last time, but 4 is a reasonable number. Yeah. We'll just have one of them be 1 dose low in case we get a super strength drop. Okay, then we'll buy a few cheesy potatoes. Not too many because I don't really expect to have to do that many. 4 is probably plenty, actually. Oh yeah, I could easily do borrows at this point. I would maybe want to be, well, I could have done borrows a whole 8 or 9 levels ago if I was just careful and used Ivan's Blast or something. Or even just used normal air spells. The air spells are probably better than Ivan's Blast with elemental weakness. I'd have to waste a few more prayer potions maybe, but... Just littering the place with empty drug vials? Yep. Okay. Let's go do rat murder. Your lazy ass in gear. I was considering... Oh, I'm not sure. In a day or two, I'll probably go... Once I hit at least 69 everything, maybe 70 everything. I think I'm going to go do... Remnant Isles and get a Hell of Nature's Knot. And then also go do the Rune Defender grind. And then maybe I'll go to like 75 or something, or wherever I get bored. Here at Scurrius. The thing is, when I'm done with Scurrius, I'm going to have to drop the Bone Mace. Actually, does it have an alch value? It doesn't seem to. Yeah. When I'm done with Scurrius, I'll have to drop the Bone Mace. And that's going to be a pain to get back if I ever have to come back and do Scurrius. Or if I ever want to come back and do Scurrius. So I should do as much Scurrius as I'll ever want to do now. And get it out of the way. While I have the Scurrius Bonker 2000 available. Just farm the pet out now? No. I don't care about pets. They're cool, but I never take them anywhere, so... They don't matter. It would be slightly tempting to get 80 combats here. I'm just worried about how long it would take. If I could get 80 combat here, that'd be amazing. Without it taking years. But I definitely would get the Rune Defender and the Hell of Nature's Knot before I do that. And somewhere in there I might even take a break to go get the Barrow's Gloves. Because they're on the plan to get them before Song of the Elves anyway. Just a matter of when I feel ready. Which, technically, I'm probably ready now, even. I would just need to get my get some mage gear around and ranged gear around, which I do have ranged gear available very easily in the looting bag right now. My melee armor is nothing to write home about. I would need to do... well, nothing much, really. And I don't have to get everything around all together. I can just go get what I need just before the fight I need it, because you can't exit after the fight, and it saves your progress. So I have to look up in what order I need to get things and such like that. I don't remember the fights being terribly difficult on my main. And at this point, honestly, my combats are almost as good on this account as they were on the main. I think the main's like mid-low 70s for most of his combats. Yeah, RFD doesn't really, the bosses don't really have many mechanics because they're all based on old bosses. So it's mostly just a matter of having the stats, having the gear, having the food, trick the boss until it dies, except in the case of the one of them. I would have to go get ice gloves. It's mostly that it's going to be annoying more than hard. I'll have to stop to redo my inventory several times in the middle of it. Ooh, a lamp. Yes, please. That's going straight on the herbivore. Yeah, my armor's probably up to it because I have the choice to fighter torso or God D'hide for torso right now. I have a choice of granite shield or dragon square shield. I think the granite shield would be a little bit better for ranged attacks. I don't know if any of them attack with ranged though. And then of course I have the dragon scimitar, which should do all the melee enemies, no problem. For anything I might want to use ranged on, I have the crystal bow. And then for anything I want to use magic on, I'd have to go get stuff. But buying a staff and some runes is no big deal. And I have Mystic in the house storage, I think. Just do the fire guy with manual spells? Yeah, I could. That would save having to go get a ice glove. Which ice gloves aren't hard to get, it's just you gotta go do it. Second to last time I got ice gloves, I just bashed her to death with a Drummond staff. And that was back when I had like 50 melees. Okay, I don't think we need to pot up for this. Move! I clicked on the rat too soon after I issued the move order. Missed it. Although I do have to admit, while I did staff bash her for the ice gloves, I staff bashed while flinching. So I would have took way too much damage doing it normally. It did take a while. But with actual decent melee gear on, it'd be no problem just to go get the thing. It's just that it's, well, it's annoying. Kill the damn rat. Okay, there we go. I clicked on scurry, so canceled my Blenderiferous amazing no attack delay. Piety would be another thing that'd be helpful. I don't use ultimate strength that much, but I do use it a little bit because I would have just under half prayer if I did this without using ultimate strength at all. So it's worth using it a little bit just to waste some prayer points. Maybe speed to kill up a tiny bit. But piety would do that even better than ultimate strength would. Damn it, I switched prayer when I shouldn't have. Why did I do that? At least I didn't take much damage from it. Okay, there I should switch prayer. There I should have switched prayer. Okay, let's get this bastard dead. Hit. Hit the bastard. There we go. 2 lobsters. Well, I'm going to eat one of them now because I need the inventory space to pick up other loot later. I should drop this spade. Of course, the second I drop the spade, I'm going to get a clue scroll. Just watch. You combine the smith's gloves, they're storable. True, but then I have to grind out the whole smith's set, and I don't want to do that right now. Although I do need to go do more Giant's Foundry. I'm going to hold off on buying any pieces of the smith's set until I have all the points banked, though. But I can't pull them back out if I only have the one piece. But later, that will be a very handy property of that set. I won't have to run and go get the damn gloves every time I need them. Of course, by that point, I'll be done with all the bosses that need the gloves, so... Oh, there's Nest and Simpling over there. Go grab it and see if it has anything cool. The answer is no, but... water runes? Nope. Little tiny bit of Hunter XP. Complain about that. Okay, we need to pot up. Here we go. I should have waited the restore timer tick down. Oh well. Not a big deal. Get off the dot. Off the dot. Off the dot. Killed a ratty ass back here. There we go. That was not a very shiny example of how that should be done. Oh well. I didn't take any real damage. And every time I don't take damage, it's a win. Okay, why'd I go fly off? Okay. I was ignoring the rats for a little bit there because I wanted to see if I could phase him before I had to deal with them. Running a little low on prayer. Kill the bastard and then deal with the little shits. Rune med helm. Nice. Let's see. Okay. 126 KC. Bad. Go ahead and elk the rune helm. Up to 1.1 million. I think I was at like roughly 200,000 gold. Maybe a bit less when I started this grind. I've probably mostly paid for all the prayer potions I used, assuming I had bought them at the GE, which obviously I didn't. I used a lot of prayer potions for those initial KC. Slowly tapering off to fewer and fewer as I got better and better at managing the prayer and actually getting the kill done quickly. 3 of the next 6 will drop a spine, so you're back on 8. I don't think that's how that works normally. Although I wouldn't complain if that happened. I would be perfectly okay with that. Missed that one completely. And that one. There we go. I'm really pretty bad at timing prayer flick, both defensively and offensively. It's not at all hard when you're trying to prayer flick his projectiles or whatever. Although getting them pick perfect is much more annoying than getting them to within, like, you stupid bastard rat. Okay, let's turn that off and save our prayer. We've used about enough for this stage of the fight. Helps if I turn the melee icon in time. That's when I don't, things go badly. Got at least a couple kills to go before I can eat from the pile, too. I'll probably have to waste a little bit of food on this. Unless I can succeed in not making any mistakes for the next couple of kills. Yeah, right. Okay. Just kill the bastard. Just kill the bastard. There we go. Okay. We got a trout. I'll eat that and a lobster. And then we'll probably be fine to not eat again until the pile's ready. Hopefully. Yeah, let's see, what time is it? 9:50? Yeah, we're probably not going to get 50 KC done tonight. Although that would be kind of funny, because then we would have gotten more KC in one stream than... well, more than double last time. But that's not quite going to happen, I don't think. Okay, we definitely need to pot up. Otherwise ready. Better to turn the prayer on early rather than late. Worst case that happens to turn on a little early is that you waste some prayer points. Whereas if you turn it on late, you possibly waste prayer points and you don't get the desired effect. For example there, we turned our melee prayer on late. I've gotten all of this bastard's combat achievements. I should check to see how many points away I am from the easy tier. I think I could easily just go knock out some of the simple tasks for just kill one of creature type tasks and do the Hellhound task, do the Lesser Demon task. Actually, it might be Greater Demon. Lesser Demon was a League's task. Anyway, there's a couple tasks for just killing random creatures. Ranging potions, don't want them. It probably wouldn't hurt to pick the ranging potions up, but like, yeah. Dude, what are you doing killing these things? You go kill Scurious. Somebody's tutorial skipping. Got a rat task. That's one thing that's gotta suck. When I start doing Slayer, if I get rat tasks, unless I keep the rat, unless I keep the bone mace, it'll be a pain in the butt to kill Scurious, kind of. I mean, I could definitely kill him with non-bone mace weapons. It'll just be slow. But it does mean that it kind of would be worth making sure I keep that mace around during early point boosting. Which that's just going to be an inventory slot wasted because I can't put it in the looting bag or anything. Because it's not tradable. Yay! Okay, I don't think I need to buff up at all. Let's go on in. It would be cool if the bone mace and the other bone weapons were storable, but yeah. It'd be weird if they were, because most things like that aren't. But if everything was storable, that would be the point of playing an Ultimate Era. If everything was storable, what would be the point of a bank? Did I? Holy crap, I did. That was fast. He's already, staged. I expected at least one more round of eating. Kill the bastard. Not gonna complain about more rats though. And he drops coins. Alright, let's go eat from the pile. 129 KC. We're dangerously close to having done 40 tonight already. We only need one more for that milestone. And we still have one spine. Yep. One spine would get us to level 58 prayer. That'd be kind of nice, I suppose. Thing is, if I get a spine, I pretty much can't turn it into a the bow. It would be really nice to have the bow, but I can't put it in my looting bag. So it would just take up an inventory slot until I did all the training I wanted to do with it. Which means basically if I made the bow, I'd pretty much have to drop everything, train with the bow until I was done with it, get rid of the bow, and then go back to melee training, which I don't. It would be tempting to train up to 80 archery right now. I need to go buy arrows and stuff if I did that. I don't know. Bow isn't worth it past 60, 65? Yeah, what would you be using instead here? Magic short bow, I suppose. There are easier methods for range and scurrius? Yeah. And cheaper ones. Well, actually, I don't know about cheaper, but... Honestly, the real thing that would stop me from training archery here isn't even the fact that you could do it other places. It would be mostly that I don't really want to train more archery until I can make amethyst arrows. And we're a little ways away from that. I'm almost halfway there on the mining XP. And fletching's got a ways to go. Let's see, what is fletching for arrows? Adamant. Amethyst is 82. So we're a good ways away from amethyst, but not like insanely far away. And then crafting would be the big pain in the butt. Damn it, I clicked on thieving. Crafting. Hello? Crafting, thieving. Game. Crafting, pickpocket. Okay. Jagax. Okay, what's thieving show? Thieving shows the proper stuff. Well, I would like to see what level of crafting. I think it's like 80 something or other. However, there's some confusion here. Okay. I'm sure there'll be a bug fix at some point addressing that. Oh well. 85 crafting for arrow tips. Yeah, so 85 would be a few more levels away. It wouldn't be that bad actually. Go murder red dragons for a while. That'd also get my prayer up. I do need to train prayer. The thing is, like, if I want to murder red dragons, I kind of want to do it with bow. So I definitely want to get my fletching up first, so I can at least make a magic short bow. I could buy arrows until I hit the level. Also, I could get at least a couple crafting levels probably out of getting the mining if I did it all at, what do I call it? Did it all at stars. If I don't do it at stars, I might do a mix of stars and calcified rocks, depending on how I'm feeling. You make enough GP to maintain the crystal bow doing Forthos? Possibly. Actually, now that I have it down to the point where the crystal bow only costs 180k to recharge, that might even be the case. I'd have to run some math and see how many arrows I use per kill on average. It certainly wouldn't cost as much as it would otherwise. Yeah. Anyway, that is a problem for future Milo that we're theorycraft about, though. For now, let's pot up and go kill Scarius. That would give me a good amount of prayer XP for sure. And that is why I unlocked the Bone Burner. I think that was the previous grind just before this one. More or less. I was getting the last of the Dragon Stones for the Bone Burner. Honestly, for future mining training, I'm probably just going to do calcified rocks, because even though it's worse XP per hour, it is prayer. It is relatively AFK. I don't need a whole lot of inventory space to do it. And I don't feel like dealing with stars right now. I've done too much stars recently. Hit the damn thing. There we go. And he's phased. Come with that, boys. Death runes, nice. We take those. Yeah, I'd have to run through DPS calc and stuff to figure out if that's actually still profitable, but honestly it doesn't really matter. If it is at least not expensive, it would still be cheaper than buying arrows. Or arrowheads, for that matter. And while I could totally smith arrowheads, I'd want at least adamant arrows, and I don't have the level for that yet. What even do I need for adamant? That's like 70... 75? Yeah, I don't think I'm getting 75 smithing for a while. 70? Yeah, 75? Probably not. But I could do that in the Dwarven Mines without too much trouble, once I had the level. But by that point I'll be able to make amethyst arrows, so there's no point in that. Or, I shouldn't say cheaper than buying normal arrows. It would be cheaper than buying normal arrows and not alching the D-hide. Although actually, with the Navis device, normal arrows would be cheaper. Depending what kind of arrows I got. If I went to the Ranging Guild and bought rune arrows, that would get expensive in a hurry. But that would be dumb. If I was going to use rune arrows, I would torture myself with LMS and get them that way. But I'm hoping to just straight up skip rune arrows and go directly to amethyst. And a small profit. Well, certainly wouldn't say no. Obviously, a large profit would be better. But to get a large profit, I would need to be making my own arrows, which means amethyst. And then we're back to the I need higher crafting level, and around and around we go. Forest Oath method is going to be way better once I have amethyst for sure, though. Because then it's going to be straight up a moneymaker. And I don't know about anyone else, but I like moneymakers that also make me lots of XP and skills that are hard to level. Even if it's not a particularly good moneymaker necessarily. The XP would then be the reward. Lobsters. Okay, sure, why not? Food's always nice to have. That was 131 KC. For everyone who is curious what the Forthos method is, the details of it. With 72 range, crystal bow, rune gloves, god body, black chaps, and glory, you'd use about 28 to 30 attacks per kill. Okay. Yeah. That'd definitely be worth that. If I need more range levels and need more crafting levels. Which I don't think I'm going to need any of those before Song of the Elves. But after Song of the Elves... After Song of the Elves is a different story. Because that Song of the Elves is more or less where my variation on the Wiki's grand plan for setting up an early Iron Man. Basically, I'm kind of following the Wiki's guide through Ultimate Iron Man through Song of the Elves, except I'm doing whatever the hell I want. I'm using the guide as inspiration. There we go. But once I finish Song of the Elves, then that will no longer be a useful source of inspiration, now will it? And then I'll have to plot my own course completely. Barrow's gloves only had 1% to hit. I guess they are not that much better than the rune gloves. One thing that's easy to lose track of with this game. The second best armor is often vastly cheaper than the best armor. And is almost as good. It's just everybody is a gear snob. Although technically Rune isn't even second best, it's third best. Yeah, that's second slow. Play +4 attack bonus. like Ranger boots. They're incredibly expensive because they are required to make the best in slot ranged boots. But also, they're really not that great. I mean, sure, it's best in slot, but also, it's just really not that great. Certainly not 30 million great, or whatever the Ranger boot costs nowadays. But they're best in slot. And I certainly won't turn them down if I find some in a medium clue. 38 million now, okay. That's nuts. For 8 ranged attack? Yeah. Like these rune gloves give 8 ranged attack. I don't think I need to pot up. Stop missing. Okay, there we go. Negations are only 12 attack and 5 defense. The boots the stats on boots are really tiny compared to like literally anything else. Like, I'm not really a fan of King Condor, but I do think it is hilarious that he does all kinds of bossing content wearing mole slippers because boots just aren't relevant. They're such a tiny bonus. Is that a hitbox diagram on enemy? Yes, it is. Hello, Fro. Welcome here. I have the enemy tagged so it highlights it. I don't really care about the hitbox highlight. I care about the true tile more. I could install a different plugin that would show true tile without that, but yeah. I'm lazy. And he's dead. And for loot, I get a pair of tuna. Well, my inventory is full. Let's eat one of those tuna. I'm going to eat 2 of those tuna. And let's go refill our prayer points. I don't actually have that many plugins installed compared to some people. And I don't have 50 bazillion tile markers everywhere and stuff like that either. Compared to melee upgrades from boots, rangers are useless and they aren't even usually a max hit. The difference between dragon boots requiring 83 slayer and mole slippers is the same as being on strength combat style or not. And the bonus from strength combat style is so small most people don't even consider it. Like, I think at this point if I use strength style I might get a max hit. Yeah, no, I don't even. Oh, I have this rune chain body into Alk. Okay. On my way to 99 everything? Oh, eventually. Yeah, this yellow box that's around me shows the NPC aggression area. Basically, the game is a system to help prevent people from being AFK and just letting the game play itself. So if you stay inside this area for a certain amount of time, namely 10 minutes, NPCs will stop being aggressive to you. That's sometimes a useful property to have, because if you can hide out in a corner somewhere and let the enemies become aggressive, then you can just walk through an area safely or whatever. Or if you're trying to fight enemies in an area, sometimes it's useful if the other enemies around you aren't aggressive besides the one you're attacking. So it's useful to know where that area is. And I used to have it set up so it would only show when I was in combat. But that was... it was a bit annoying sometimes, so I ended up turning it so it's always active. Other than that, there's various bits of UI around that are one plugin or another, but there's not really too many things that are actually drawing over the screen. Looks like somebody's fighting Scarius in the public area. We are too refined for that. We're going to use a private instance. Speaking of which, let's go smack her at. Sip tea? Nah, tea's disgusting. No, around here, we sip only the finest Gatorade powder mixed in really cheap bottled water. I should be smacking you a few times because you're really close to phasing. One more hit. Okay, he should phase. Nope, he's gonna use instead. Bastard. Okay, now he's phased. The tap water here does not taste particularly good. And I'm too cheap to get good water. And also I like bottled water because it is convenient when I'm sitting at my desk. Otherwise I would just use the water cooler upstairs. Ooh, a medium clue. Sure. Let's go do that. Okay, first things first, let's alch the shield we got. Okay, medium clue. South of the Slayer Tower, requires a spade. We're probably going to end the day with this clue. Because it is 10:24. So we'll just finish this off and then see what it contains and call it there. Never know, maybe I'll get those 38 million Ranger boots. I'm not sure what the actual chance is for that. I'd have to look it up. Okay. Solve graveyard's probably the right teleport for this. One way or the other. Yeah, it's just northwest. Okay. I did say as soon as I dropped it I'd get a clue. I did say that, but it was like 10 KC ago at least that I dropped that spade, so I'm not going to count it. Okay. And then this guy is way down here in Feldip. Castle Wars is definitely the right teleport for that. Yeah, the tap water here is not good. Like, it's not hard water. I don't mind. Damn it, why'd I go to... Damn Ferox. My brain autopilots sometimes. In this case, it's like, oh, we need to go someplace that's on the dueling ring? Well, of course that's Ferox, right? Where else would you go that's on the dueling ring? Castle Wars. Okay. At least I didn't waste... Well, okay, I did waste a teleport tablet, but... Teleport tablet's easier to make than dueling ring charges. Ferox has a Castle Wars portal? Really? Okay, I didn't actually know that. Oh, damn it, I gotta... Here, screw it, I'm just gonna eat that potato. I'm too lazy to drop it. Okay, 6859. What question am I answering? I have no idea. Okay. North of Port Piscarilius Fishing Shop. The best teleport for that is going to be RCS Library, I think. And then we take the minecart. There's not really a good way to get into the city here. That's probably the closest teleport. That's not great. Which means the couple of clue scroll steps that are up in this corner of the city are unduly annoying. I don't think there's any teleports at all up here. Yeah, no. Challenge scroll. The answer is 4. Because Blue Helper tells me so. Kill any hill giant for a medium key, then search the crate in the top floor of Austin's closing shop in Stasian. Are there any hill giants in Shazium? Okay. Location. Catacombs of Korend. Honestly, Catacombs of Korend is probably not the worst place to go kill them. Giant's Cave. Oh, damn it. That's not what I wanted to click on. Giant's Den. Oh, okay. That's where that is. Well, that's where we're going then. Because we can take the Shazian West minecart and get right there. I didn't realize that's where Giant's Den was. I didn't feel like looking up every location on the list, so I was scanning for locations I recognized. Yeah, well, I do know a lot of useless and useful trivia information about this game. I don't know everything yet. Only been there twice, so yeah, I think if I did a lot of Slayer, I'd probably find these places with the help of Konar, if nothing else. But I have done very little Slayer of any kind. Okay, hill giants are in the first room. I doubt we'll... Oh shit, I don't have a weapon. Okay, fine, we're staff bashing their asses. They're only level 28, so we probably don't even need to pray against them. These are rather unique looking hill giants. Yeah, we can just staff bash their asses. Because you can't use the rat bone weapon on them. It'll just say that you can't use that on non-rats, basically. Medium. What I'm here for. They have 35 HP. Yeah, not very difficult. Okay. Austin's clothing shop, which should be just like, if I could press my camera a little bit. Man, I hate the way it sometimes locks your camera so it can't go below a certain angle. Like, I know what they're trying to do. Oh wait, there's giants right there. Derp. Okay. Well, we had to go past there anyway if we were going to use that minecart. And that minecart was definitely the shortest way to get to both of those giants. I think the clothing shop is right up here. Let's look at the map. Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, yeah. This is the place you go to color graceful. I remember now. Yeah, it's nice to have melee skills that are getting better. It means most little shits that I have to kill or random enemies that Blue Scrolls want me to deal with, I can just punch them to death if I have to. I don't think I've ever been up here before. Professor Gracklebone, ground floor of the RCS library. Yeah, I don't feel like running those minecarts. We'll just teleport. Five step. Yep. Unfortunately. That means the casket's gonna have something good in it, right? Right? Can I catch eclectics yet? Nope. Oh wait, maybe I can. I can. Okay. Well, I don't want 5 gold bars, so I'm just gonna drop them. And I would happily bank those if it was my main, but... Okay. Gained a casket. Now, what do you think I have in it? Poop. That's what I have in it. An adamant pickaxe that I'm going to alch. An amulet of power that I'm going to alch. And I might as well keep the swordfish so I can use them for food later. There's no reason to get rid of them. Alright, well that was definitely worth my time. He says with a small, minuscule hint of sarcasm. Anyway. If you don't do the crap clues, I guess you'll never run into a good clue. But anyway. Let's see, what was our scurry SKC? 134? Let's kill one more so we have a nice round number. For certain values of round. Of course, now you'll probably drop another medium clue. Just to spite me. Okay. Ow. I don't particularly enjoy doing the clue scrolls, and the game can smell that. Because if there's a chance to get clue scrolls from something, I am getting mega spooned on them every time. Spooned being RuneScape slang for basically getting more than the drop rate. Short for spoon-fed. What's the damn thing? Okay, there we go. Off that tile. Yeah, it's been several different things now where I've been spooned on clue scrolls. It's annoying because currently you can't hold more than one clue scroll at a time in your inventory. Although that's going to change soon, apparently. No rune arrows. Those aren't too bad. Anyway. So, if you get a clue scroll, you can stack them up on the ground somewhere where they stay for an hour, and you have to pick them up and redrop them every hour to refresh them. And then you have to do them all at once, which... that's a thing you can do. It's usually good if you're doing something that you're in a small area and you're staying in that small area and you're producing a lot of clue scrolls. Or 2 or 3 and it'd take too long to go leave and do them and then come back. And the alternative is just to pick it up and go do it. Which, distressingly often, is the right choice for whatever I'm doing. And then I end up having to run off and do clues, and then I come back and it's like, okay, I got the clue out of the way. It's only like a 1 in 40 to get a clue here. I'll be no problem. I can just finish what I'm doing and I'll be off before I get another clue. I get a clue to whatever it is later. It's like, no, I did that clue because I thought I would be the only one I got here. That's the story of me and Varlamore thieving, pretty much. I would just get them over and over and over and over again. It's not even a high rate to get the damn things. Me and mining, I'd either get no clues at all for a long time and then get a dozen of them all at once, or... yeah. The game smells weakness, I tell you. It knows I don't like them. But anyway, 135 Scurious, which means we've done 45 Scurious today in about 4 hours. Probably not the fastest Scurious kills in the world, but we only had to resupply twice in that time. And left to do 2 clue scrolls, was it? Maybe it was only 1 clue scroll. Yeah, because we're up to 9 clue scrolls right now. Let's actually see what the Wiki Dry Calc has to say about our current situation. Okay, so we're at 135 kills. A spine is a 1 in 33. I have achieved 1 spine so far. The wiki claims that, right, it's time to post on Reddit. I have a 91.80% chance of getting more than 1 spine at this point. Rip. We're getting kind of dry there. Now, if we change the chance to drop to 25 and the count to 9, we would have a 90.69% chance of getting less clues than what we've gotten so far. So if only I could turn some of that clue luck into spine luck, that would be really nice. But alas. Oh well. I think that's enough Scurious for one night. Tomorrow is Thursday, I believe. Yes, it is. And Thursday means Skyrim. We will be running around, completing quests and exploring ruins and maybe killing dragons. We'll see. And that should be a good bit of fun. Friday, of course, will be EDF. And then Saturday and Sunday, I'm not entirely sure yet. There's a possibility of something, and there's a possibility of Skyrim. We'll see what happens. But anyway. For tonight, though, let's see. Who is streaming at this time of night? Nobody on my follow list, that's for sure. Wow, what a boring bunch. Anyway. Hopefully, I see you all back here tomorrow for ensuing Skyrimish shenaniganry. See you all later. Good night. And goodbye.